It started off as a funeral home built above a DeSoto car dealership. Now, 100 years later, Delhomme Funeral Home's still around. And why? Because of you and a matter of trust.
Trust in the funeral industry, trust and tradition is what keeps you going.
It's 1921, Lafayette, and on the corner of Jefferson and East Cypress, Rene Delhomme is juggling businesses, one earthly and one with its eyes on heaven.
Right at the underpass, where he had Delhomme Motors, which was his DeSoto automobile business that he had on the first floor where the cars were, and there's a mezzanine level in there where his office for the funeral home was.
By the mid-30s, the car biz was no more, and Delhomme Funeral Home moved around the corner to Lee Avenue, eventually adding a second floor. That's where toddler Dwayne Delhomme lived with his parents, right above the funeral home.
When we'd have funerals, I used to have to take my cowboy boots off because my parents said I would run up and down the halls making too much noise and I would disturb everybody on the first floor of the funeral home.
A loan from Dwayne's great-grandmother Alice Boucher, as in the namesake of the school, helped solidify ownership. From there, it was Rene's son Francis Felix, whose two sons Poochie and Dwayne's father Francis Boucher oversaw the transition from Lee Avenue to Lafayette locations on Moss Street and the current headquarters at Bertrand Drive.
Everything around us was fields. USL at the time had pasture land right here.
There are now 4 members of the family working at Delhomme, although the next generation is just itching to get his hands onto things. There are 4 locations, and Dwayne says the ultimate key to a century of success has been building relationships and being there when Acadiana residents have needed them.
Until you sit down with a family I don't care what the situation is, at their worst, probably the worst moment in their lives, and you're able to help them through that, you'll understand what being a funeral director is all about.